Happy day, everyone, and God bless. Today we're going to talk a little bit about tactics of the enemy. As a football player, as a pass rush specialist, one thing is I had to know my enemy. What were his strengths so that I could prepare for those? Well, as the Christian, we also need to know our enemy better than ourselves, better than he knows us. And so you must study him and his tactics. And the tactics of the enemy are not hidden. They've been there from the beginning. Immediately after they came, he came to Adam and Eve. They told him the truth that God told him. And he said, did God really say? He placed doubt. And then he starts to make you think about what is being held out from you or guilty about yourself. Those are all tactics of the enemy. And when you feel that, you must know that that does not come from God. The Spirit of God is love. You remember the woman with 7 demons who was brought to Jesus. They were going to stone her to death. And they were asking Jesus. And Jesus says, you who is without sin, cast the first stone. But you see today in today's cancel culture and the social media, I don't like wearing my mask, people. I don't believe in this stuff that's being passed around that they want me to put in my body that has had its hand in abortion, that has had its hand in deaths, when I know that I have a 99 point something percent of recovering by natural means. When I eat well, when I drink well, when I rest, when I get my vitamins and minerals, when I exercise, when I do all the God-given things he has given us. But, like 2 Timothy says, we are so involved in our insatiable curiosities that there is no more room for truth in us. I am not to judge any one of you based on what you personally believe about yourself. You have that right. Okay, there is a truth. There can only be one truth. But you are welcome to believe what you want. All I can say is the spirit that is attacking, the spirit that wants to condemn anyone who's not doing exactly how you would or what you would do, that is not the Spirit of Christ dwelling within you. And if you get stirred up and you get heated up when just all of a sudden someone disagrees with your viewpoint, you should discern on that, pray on that, see a spiritual leader, and just know that the one, I've had plenty of other conversations, peaceful conversations with people who I don't agree with, but you can see that they have a spirit of discernment, of love, of charity, of compassion. And so that's how you know. That's just one ways that you can know your enemy, combat the enemy, pray for your enemy always. But you don't need to get in that with your enemy. That's his tactics. He wants to continue to use your words, right? Jesus shared the truth, but then he stood in silence amongst Pilate, right? Who would have him crucified? Stay silent. When you need the words, the Spirit of God will give them to you. Otherwise, keep your eyes wide open. Don't be diverted to the myths, as 2 Timothy tells us. Right? Keep your eyes fixed on Jesus. Know that you are created in the image and likeness of God. Cover in this, the face of God, which you have, which we all have, is not the will of God. People say, what would Jesus do? I know exactly what Jesus did. He laid his hands on the lepers. That's exactly what he did. He loved his neighbor as himself. So, people want to condemn me, question me about, oh, well, he's a diabetic. And you guys are comparing apples to oranges. Diabetes? Yeah, I have diabetes and I use insulin. Guess what? That has been around for over 100 years. And the first people using insulin, it wasn't the save-all. I got to witness 2 of my uncles die in their 50s because they did what their doctors told them when they were younger by not exercising. They had doctors tell, they couldn't they would test the sugar on one day, wouldn't find out what it was. That's called evolution in health care, right? It's, yes, we have this, but it's going to take a long time. They still have not. I was told 5 years from the time of my diagnosis that they would cure diabetes. Guess what? Well, they have 50 different ways, 100 different ways, I've been told. But to get one source funded, you guys know the world we live in. Right now, I can't go get the cure for diabetes. I have to treat it with the best care that's out there. But right now, the best care that's out there for this stuff that's going around: exercise, drinking, water, sleeping, getting your rest, exercising, taking care of your health, running, avoiding sugar, avoiding excess, avoiding, what's the word I'm looking for? Stagnation, right? Get moving. And the more that they want to shut you down, cover your face, tell you to lock up, the more that they know that you are dependent on everything that they are pretending to give you. Guess what? All of that stuff is God given. So, know your enemy, know his tactics, and be steadfast in who you are. Give all the glory to God. Peace be with all of you, whether you mask or don't mask, whether you are on the right or the left, whether you take medicine or don't, or whether you want to take unproven experiments or you don't, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you have kids or don't, whether you're married or not. Quit all the division. The more games you guys keep playing, trying to divide, the more you show yourself for who you are. Guys, baptize yourself in the Spirit. You can see if it is of division, it is not of Christ. God bless y'all.